Oh wow, it's Mass Effect 3. I'm so excited to play Mass Effect 3 because it's totally my favorite. Actually, it isn't. At least not the campaign. Like 97% of the campaign's alright, and then there's like 3% that's not very good. And I don't like some of the changes in mechanics. There's a couple of mechanics changes from 2 that were nice, like getting rid of range modifiers. Although point blank would be welcome. But combos are way too prevalent and too important, and well, there's a couple of story choices that I don't care for. But anyway, let's just get to it. New game, import. Yeah, look, I'm really original with my Shepherd names. And I have a big imagination and a huge list of names that I go to. But anyway, down here I know is the one from my little run in the second game that I posted. You'll notice that it's actually started on July 7th. That's not an error. That's when I first started it. Didn't post anything until October, at which point I was nearly done with the whole campaign. But I'm gonna try the Whirlwind tour on this one and see how much I can record really quickly. I'm going for quickness over quality. You know that I've never gone for quality if you've been paying attention. And I save a lot, so... Yep, save 96. And my Mass Effect powers of precognition tell me that I need to change a couple of things on here. For some reason, these guys that I import, half the time they look like vampires. So I need to darken... Whoa, whoops. Where is it? Hopefully that'll work. I'll probably still look really pasty in the prologue. And I know that I need to fix his nose. Oh, that made it wider, but the other one seems really bent for some reason. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about the classes a little bit. Engineer, you should have watched Combat Engineer. That'll tell you like all of the nuts and bolts of this whole game. And really almost made it to be the stand-in for what I'm going to try to do now. But people, literally tens of people, actually wasn't even that many, asked me to do a run through here. So, Engineer's fun class, a lot of tech combos. Tech combos were somewhat improved for this game in that they actually exist. And Engineer's fairly fun to play. It's not too overpowered or anything. Good class, but I already did it. Well, I've done all the classes, but I've already posted that. Let's go back up to the top. Soldier, really, if I was playing for myself, I'd just play this class again. Yep, lack of imagination. The game came out, Soldier sucked. Well, relatively speaking. But that's been improved with DLC guns and some of the last patch balance changes. Fixed some of the vanilla guns. An earlier patch that improved fire explosions and cryo explosions. And Soldier's actually pretty decent now. The only sad thing is probably the best way to play Soldier is concussive shot spam, because otherwise you have like the worst grenades and adrenaline rush is okay. It's not like a spam every cooldown like Mass Effect 2 kind of great, but it's still pretty good. But concussive shot's really useful since they chop the cooldown to basically like less than 2 seconds if you have a decent weapon loadout. But anyhow, Infiltrator, the first broken class, probably the most broken class. They're gonna have to fix Cloak for the next game. And to add insult to injury, Marksman works under Cloak. Or you can use, I'll get to it later, but you can use Flare under Cloak. It's also broken, but... The weird little Mass Effect 1 Infiltrator I did was kind of fun, where I just had Marksman instead of Cloak. Vanguard, I did the no charge Nova Guard. Vanguard's a pretty powerful class, especially if you can do the Nova canceling for iframes. And even if you don't take Nova, it's still really powerful. I didn't find it quite as fun as Vanguard in Mass Effect 2. Probably because the risk is lower. And you don't really get anything that's like the Mass Effect 2 Claymore. The Mass Effect 3 Claymore is nice, but Mass Effect 2 Claymore with your crazy melee reload cancel is really fun. Lack of a good reload cancel in Mass Effect 3 single player is really irritating, especially after playing multiplayer and using metagel canceling. You can cancel with metagel in single player, it's just that if you have any health damage then you'll just use a metagel and go into an even longer animation. Sentinel's a great class. With the fortification buff you can get like 100% damage reduction in a couple of situations on Sentinel, so that's pretty ridiculous. With the proliferation of light guns, your damage reduction, defensive power, cooldown penalties don't matter practically at all. You also have cooldown reset on detonation. It's pretty much the better Adept is what it actually is. And then Adept's pretty fun. Actually, I only played 2 Adept runs. One was relatively recently. So I will just go with Adept. I don't actually like Adept in this game as much as in Mass Effect 2. That's because it's just about Michael Bay explosion spam for the most part. Can't really do any interesting things with physics anymore because whenever you try to do something like that, it just causes a biotic explosion. Which is powerful, of course, but not quite as fun for me. But I'm gonna take this anyway. Hopefully I don't get pissed off and just change my save to a soldier in the middle of it. So we got all these bonus powers. And well, I'm not going to cover all of them. I'm just going to talk about the biotic ones, because we're going to take a pure class. Where's the first one? Reeve's actually really good, especially if you just want to press one button over and over again. I did one run with a Reeve Adept. It's actually pretty nice. Staggers, gives you DR, it's an area power, primes or detonates. And it's probably a solid choice. Stasis, I wouldn't take that. If you want it, you can give Liara 1 point in it. It's really only useful on Phantoms. And can't remember exactly, it's something around 14 Phantoms maybe in the entire game. Warp Ammo is good for extra damage. Barrier, I'll probably take Barrier. It's defensive power. It's not as good as Fortification actually, but it's biotic. Fortification got its damage reduction buff. The last patch. I'll probably take Barrier. All of these damage reduction powers don't really shine until you get points in fitness, because you don't have enough shields for the damage reduction to matter real early. And let's see, Slam's actually kind of fun. It'll overlap with Pull later. One goofy thing you could do is Slam and Lash together are pretty amusing for a bunch of biotic detonations chained. And Dark Channel is okay. Pop it on people and then just spam throw and try to chain detonate them. I'm just gonna go Barrier. Not worry about it. Confirmed. EA presents a BioWare production.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on the long-range scanners.
Probably a
Is this
planet
what Shepard warned us about?
that can blow up like 5
I'd stake
planets
my
at the
life
same
on it.
time.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
In 2157, humanity discovered it was not alone in the universe. 30 years later, they found a peaceful place among dozens of galactic species, but this idyllic future is overshadowed by a dark past. Reapers, a sentient race of machines responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life every 50,000 years, are about to return. The leaders of the galaxy are paralyzed by indecision, unable to accept the legends of Reapers as fact. And I didn't read it fast enough in my stupid narrator voice. Wow, look at that trident flying around. No, it's just some kid. Yes, I'm staring at a kid out of a window for no reason.
Commander, you're not supposed to call me that anymore, James. Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see
you like to bend the rules, eh?
important.
Lieutenant Beefcake.
What's going on? Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Well, that's a change of pace.
Anderson? Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How you holding up?
Look, that's sexual harassment, Anderson. I don't have to take that.
Used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
Right.
The Reapers?
Starkiller base.
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
I just told you, Shepard.
It's the Reapers. And we're not ready for them. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You've faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
Plus, I hate Batarians.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Of course.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Thanks, Vega.
Anderson? Shepard.
Uh-oh. It's Ashley.
Lieutenant Commander, how'd it go in
Oh,
there?
you're talking to me?
I can never
No,
tell
wait,
with
you're
them.
talking to
I'm just
Ashley.
waiting for orders
What?
now.
Lieutenant Commander.
You hadn't heard.
No, I hadn't.
Sorry, Shepard. It's been... well...
Well, how did you get promoted by like 50 ranks in a year? That's pretty amazing. That's probably like the most promotions anyone's ever had in such a short amount of time. And I'm kind of jealous because now you're the same rank as me. And I did all sorts of important things, but...
That's okay. Just glad I bumped into you, Ash.
Me too.
I'm glad to see you were able to finally get that breast augmentation surgery you've been always wanting, now that you have officer's pay.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Vega, you didn't know that Williams knew me, even though you're my weird stalker now? The second weird stalker? No, actually third. And you didn't know that Williams was on the most famous human team in history?
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
Well, I've been locked in a room. I have to stare at little kids. I haven't really gotten any reports to analyze.
Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The
It's
Reapers
J.J.
are here.
Abrams. He's created a really big Death Star.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
Oh, there isn't.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
How'd they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters
Do we
has
even
official-
have defenses? Hey, it's Jenkins's British cousin. Here, can y'all upload that footage to my Omni tool? I've got to take it to the Turian counselor.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
He's probably dead.
What do we do?
Sorry to have to break the bad news. Oh, I've got a great plan for the committee. Here it comes.
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
Like, why did we bring this idiot in front of us?
Oh my god.
Right. Yep. At least the committee meeting ended with a bang.
Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving.
Where'd you pull that gun from, Anderson?
This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact. We'll meet you at the landing zone.
Look, they confiscated my radio. How am I gonna call Normandy? I didn't even have, like, a TV or anything. That's why I had to watch little kids out the window. It's actually kind of creepy, honestly.
They're massive. Come on, Shepard. Ashley's headed to the Normandy. They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport.
Right. Well, on that note, it's time to work a little space magic of my own, and then I'll be back in a bit.